It's good to see you guys. I thought it's good stuff today. Guys were excited to be out here and compete. We were able to rest some of the ones on offense and really work on some of the depth. Got really good young players in some of the skill positions. It's good to see them. I thought Sawyer looked really good in the time that he had. I thought the O-line improved from last time out. I thought that Caden Knighton continues to impress. And I thought defensively, Devin Bobby had a forced fumble. I thought Jackie Marshall had a scoop and he got caught at the 1 yard line, almost score. So there's positive things on both sides. This next week we're kind of transitioning now to morning practices and afternoon walkthroughs, which will be the rhythm of the season. And we're still working on things that we got to see versus each other, but we're starting to transition into the first game. Take any questions you guys got.
Coach, at the beginning of practice or at the beginning of camp, you said y'all were individuals. And you started to see this team kind of coalesce together and become a team.
I think there has been that. I think we still have to improve in that area. I think right now, if things are going good, it's good. If things are maybe not going good, we're not pulling in the same direction as best we can. I think we've got some really talented people with really strong personalities, and whether they particularly feel good or they don't feel good, or it's going well for them or it ain't going well for them, we've still got to give great, tremendous effort. So we have some good leaders in that regard that are leading. We've got some work to do there still.
And then Michael Turner, he hasn't been at practice all week. How's he? What's his status? How's he doing?
Good. We anticipate he's going to be back. We're looking to have him back prior to this first game is the plan. And so he's doing good. He's keeping everything close to the vest so that when he does get back, he's ready to roll.
Coach, how have you seen the safety group throughout the fall?
There's positive things. There's things I wish we could do better. I think there's growing pains there. I think Devin Bobby is one of the most improved guys. Ken Simpkins is one of the most improved guys. They are playing their best football that they played. I think we've got some new guys, young guys we're trying to find roles for. Bo Onu is playing well. Tyler Turner is a consistent guy. I think we're trying to be able to get consistent coverage play. I think playing the run game and blitzing is probably a little bit ahead of just covering. And so still some work to do there.
This is obviously a very talented linebacker room. Can you kind of create specific roles for guys like Phoenix and Travion to stay on the field?
Yeah, and right now we're probably doing it because of trying to negate weakness. And so right now we're still in the stage of trying to eliminate that weakness, and so that we don't have to blitz somebody into a position. We can have them key and read into a position, or we don't have to have someone just cover somebody because we're not confident in his ability to blitz and beat somebody. So we're still in the process of developing the skills it takes to do all of it. And then after this week, depending on where we land, then we'll do some of what you're talking about.
Coach, Baylor Nation has shown a lot of excitement with the return of the chrome helmets.
Mm-hmm.
Can you just talk about what it means to you that a part of Baylor history is returning?
I think it's way cool. The team, when we showed it to them, were really excited about it. And I think I think similar to when you move into a new facility, and it's so nice, and you look at all the sacrifice the people have made to have that. You look at all the former players that have sacrificed and achieved, and you hear the stories of what their locker room used to look like, right, and what their weight room used to look like. A lot of them have been by here recently, so you hear those stories, and you're like, they went through all of that so that we could have what we have. And I think it's important that they know that, and they're always welcome to visit and be by. I think this, in the same vein, when we walked into that new facility, it's like, hey, we need to win. This isn't given to losers. We need to win, and I feel the same with the helmet. Same thing.
You mentioned the running Turner, but you have guys coming off injuries from a year ago, high school or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Have you looked at anyone else going into that position? Is that even an option as far as getting you some depth behind Bryson?
Oh, you talking about moving people?
Yeah.
No.
Smith's a great example.
Correct.
With that story, yeah.
Yeah. Not yet. I feel good. I think Mike's going to be fine. We're counting on Mike, and Mike's shown really good things. And then Caden continues to show good things, and Dodds, who we missed last year, has continued to improve. I think that's someone that I think has done well these last two scrimmages, and making people miss and breaking tackles. And so, I'm confident with Dodds' improvement. And I'm excited about how electric Caden can be, and I think Mike can be someone that's just a way physical dude. And so we just got to get Mike back and get him in the flow, and I feel good about where
How
we're
does
at.
this depth at receiver stack up against your previous?
This is the best it's been. Yeah, we have to be one of the strongest in the conference, I would guess. It's pretty strong.
What have you seen kind of from Lewis Brown and Cole Wilson?
Lewis is one of our top guys, if not the. I think his ability to win one-on-one routes and his ability to make really key blocks and to make plays when they matter. He's got dog in him. He's strong and explosive, and probably there's a bunch of tough matchups. Triggs tough matchup. Ashton's a tough matchup. Cole Wilson's a tough matchup. Josh Cameron's a tough matchup. Lewis is a really tough matchup. So,
going into next week, when does kind of game preparation start, and how different does maybe game prep week look from fall camp?
yeah, we'll really start the week of Auburn. I think there'll be things though that we're working on right now that will kind of lend to an easier game week. In terms of like, hey, this is how we look at unbalanced. This is how we look at empty. This is how we look at wildcat. And those things will play out in that game. But, we're getting close. I think, just moving it to morning practices, having a little bit more time as coaches to talk and to work through things because we have afternoon walkthroughs a little bit better. The schedule now we have is we're racing from thing to thing.
Specifically in nose tackle, how happy are you with the depth there compared to previous years?
It's good, yeah. I mean, they've been on a weight loss plan, and so it's that's good to. That's the first time. That's good to have. That's a positive, and so I think that's probably the way it should be, as opposed to a team gain. We've got some linemen that are team try to lose some weight, and so that's a good deal. And I think they're out today. They really showed well, and they're playing off. There's different strengths within that group, and so our ability to come mix and match and do all that's pretty cool. But we need that to be a strength of our defense, and right now we're not at that point, but we're going to work to get it prior to the first game.
Who's been standing out at cornerback, and what sort of rotation do you expect from that position?
Let's see. I think Caden made some plays today. Let's see. I think Tevin's probably been the most consistent guy. I think his what we're trying to get from Tevin is to go from kind of reliable, consistent. He is always going to be so conscientious, going to know everything. He's going to be where he needs to be, and I think he's got the ability to make big time plays when we need to make them. And so we're trying to get him into that stage of it, and he's more than willing to go there. And I know Paul believes that too, and so we're really working hard to get him. I think he can be an elite guy for us, and we're working hard to get that done.
You mentioned the Meet the Bears event tomorrow. How important is it for you and the players to be able to interact with Baylor Nation?
It's one of the funnest times. It makes when I feel frustrated or angry or pissed off or anything, this always makes me happy. And so just to see people that want to be able to see our players and just love Baylor and love Baylor football is just really cool to see. And it sometimes we can get so locked into like what we're doing and just the day-to-day and just the criticism and just all the things. It's good to see that it's not that way. Yeah.
You lost a couple playmakers defensively, Mac Jones, Seifling, Garvin Randolph. Who are guys that are filling in those roles and become playmakers for your defense this year?
See, Jackie's made a lot of plays. Kylan Reed has made a lot of plays. Let's see, Marion Winston's made a lot of plays. Matthew Fobbs White has made a lot of plays. Keaton Thomas made a lot of plays. We've got some playmakers. I think the talent on that side of the ball is better than what it's been, and I think it's just a matter of just consistently. We had a 2-minute drill, and it was something in long yardage, and we've got a defense where we're defending the sidelines, and we're able to do that. Quarterback scrambled around. We had a holding call that gave them another shot at it, and so we were able to kind of get off the field. But it's stuff like that. That's the stuff that and some of that showed up in the bowl game, and so those are things versus our opponent here coming up we cannot do, and we're still working through that.
Do you feel like on the defensive side of the ball, you kind of have the most versatility with players just mixing and matching since you did maybe since 21?
Yeah, we have the most just playmakers, and so we've got guys that can win one-on-ones, and so it's nice to be able to have that. I think we can put 5 guys up in line and feel confident that we can win one of those 5 those one-on-ones, and so that in the past has been something we've had to. Maybe we got a stunt, maybe we got blitz. We can rush a little bit more. Give the guy a single rush or single block. We can rush that.
Has Keaton been able to walk the line between maybe getting too intense and kind of keeping that,
He's been great. I'm proud of him. He's really taken all that to heart. And Keaton is that way. Keaton is so smart. He's one of our smartest guys, and is way caring, and is somebody that cares about legacy and doing the right thing and just being that guy. And so, I think when he goes off the handle, that's not something that he has planned. It's something that he just loses, and he's been so much better with that. And our team has been so much better because of him, being better with that. So I'm proud of him.
Thank you, Dave.
All right, thank you guys.
Thanks, Coach.